Bonjour, bonsoir, c'est Planète Glee, une autre fois. C'est le 23 de mai et 2018. Et nous avons un guest de l'Inde et il est un movie maker. Alors, let's do the show. Hello, it's Planet Glee, another time, and it's the 23rd of May, and for Planet Glee's guest tonight, we have a filmmaker we're blessed to have, and you can see his name there, but I'm going to switch over to there. Hi, Neil.
Hey, Jennifer.
Welcome.
Thank you.
To the planet.
It's nice to be here.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. You look like you're ready with your alien t-shirt.
Yeah, I came prepared.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about all those. I in the beginning of the show, I'll switch to the two shots so we can do that for a sec. In the beginning of the show, I had a Vedic astrologer on when I first started Planet Glee to kind of introduce the idea of the planet, a planet, and astrology, and how the planets work together and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I'm into it. I've studied it, and yeah. So anyway, I digress. So I'll switch back, and we'll start with the fact that you're a movie maker.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like making films, so it's been a big part of my life so far. I've been so involved with watching movies as being a kid, and I guess it's like consumed me, and it's like come to a point where I started just making my own, like meeting people, trying to get collaborating with people, and making these grand stories for myself, and hopefully putting it out there, and hopefully get a following and get people interested, and make something that people like and enjoy. Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's best to just start with one of the I think with one of the films, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sound
Yeah,
cool?
yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
We should hide us right now.
Hide it? Hell, I got some debts I gotta take care of, and I can finally leave my shitty job.
I have debts to pay too. I don't like my job.
Look, I'll write you a check. I found this, it's mine.
We found it. You wouldn't have even gone out if it wasn't for me. If anything, I would have found that, and you were just along for the ride.
You think we should split it? 30-70.
Greedy bastard. That's more mine than yours. 50-50.
Yeah, bullshit.
Damn it, Seth. This is just like you. This is just like 1, 2, 3 movies.
Oh, are you still stuck on that website? Let it go, Jim.
No. I could have watched any movie I wanted, anytime I wanted to. You had to go and give the URL to everybody, and now they took the site down.
Then we'll find another website, okay?
No, Seth, no. We're never gonna find anything like that again.
Hey, where are you going?
To get a beer.
Yay!
Yay.
I love this one. It's so seamless.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it brought back some good memories when I was filming it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Just we had a good time, and it was a lot of figuring out what to do on set, because you know, nobody was used to the environment. We didn't like get a lot of time to practice it, so it was like, okay, how to get this done? You know, we need this shot. We need you to be here, but then we need to figure out how to get you from here to there, and it was just using a lot of, for example, them like climbing up the little kitchen counter was like it was too high, so they couldn't really jump on it, so we had like put like a stool on the bottom, and it's like it was just funny because like we also like forgot to take it out, so you can like barely see it in one of the shots, but I think it's great that it's in there, but yeah, it's just things like that. And yeah, both the actors, they gave a great performance, and it was just great to like be behind the camera and make sure to get them in the best angles. Yeah.
That's so cool. I mean, I like that, I don't know, for a second. I like that one of those actors was in my class. I've taken acting for the camera like 4 times.
Okay.
Or 3, something like that. And how did you meet these 2 actors?
I met them both in class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So both of them coincidentally were in the same class. I met Tim. He was one of the students in the class, and then Jamie, he was the TA in the class.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was they like my work already,
Mm-hmm.
and we always said that okay, we should collaborate on something, and never really had a perfect opportunity, and then this presented itself, and that's how we got together and made the short.
Yeah, and I like the suspense and the music. Did you how did you find the music?
So the music, I made it myself.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. I kind of had, I don't know, when I was editing it, I had this rhythm in my head that was kind of going on. And when it came time to find music for it, so I just started just making it myself. And then putting it what fit.
Do you have musical training?
No, it's just a lot of, I learned just basic guitar on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that's where my interest started. But then I never had formal training. I guess it came with a lot of editing things to music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's way cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's way cool because that's kind of how we think in rhythms, no?
Yeah.
And maybe why sometimes for me, in some films that I see, the music sort of detracts because it doesn't. I'm not in that rhythm with it. And this
Yeah.
is mainly some classical or stuff like that. I'm like, I'm talking about Western classical, not Indian classical. Which
Okay.
I don't know if I told you I studied the tabla.
Oh,
And-
yeah, you did. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah, I used to play tabla with people here on the show when they would play guitar.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm gonna start doing that again because I like I like that music a lot, Indian classical. Now,
Yeah.
I saw that you're from Chennai.
Yeah, I'm from Chennai.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about life there?
Um, it's kind of interesting, I'd say. I think I miss it a lot. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. Um, it's there's a lot of people there. I would say it's like too many people sometimes. But then it's still I'm always surprised um, how people still live there, despite so many people being there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like commuting can be a challenge. But it's a great place. I feel like it's very diverse in itself. You can see people from different countries there. A lot of tourists come there. They have great beaches. I feel like Chennai is probably one of the best beaches that I've seen. I guess tropical beaches, just because you can get in the water.
Yeah, it's in the south of India.
Yeah,
Southeast.
southeast of India. Yeah, and yeah, it's a really great place, and there's great food. Just like really fantastic South Indian food. If you'd ever want to try some South Indian food.
Well, I've gone to see Amma, who's from the west side, Kerala,
Yeah.
and Cochin. So they always have South Indian.
Oh yeah, Cochin. Yeah.
Idli.
Yeah.
So anyway, we should move to your work.
Okay.
It was so cool. All right, here we go. Do. All right. When you were growing up, what kind of films did you? Well, let's look at the next one, because our show is going to be over soon, so I really want to show this one as well.
Okay.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about it before we go?
Sure. This film, it's definitely one of my favorites in terms of camera angles. I think the inspiration came from it when I went to my friend's house, which is coincidentally that house, and I got really freaked out by the basement. It's a little spoiler there, but yeah, I think it was a challenge. It was a well storyboarded, well thought out little story. Yeah, I think I like the idea of like having multiple stories going on. So it's like kind of two stories going on in the story, and like how they meet at the end of it.
Yeah.
I think it's a very interesting way to meet at the end. So I think, yeah, it's definitely a suspenseful movie. I would say it's like a teaser almost for a bigger story, hopefully someday.
Yeah, cool. Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yay, I like it. Thank you, Neil.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry that nrgeorge.com is a little bit small, but that's your YouTube site is
I think
Neil George?
I think it's like there should be links to my YouTube website on my website. I think it's a little long. Yeah, I guess like my YouTube, the name is also Neil George.
Yes.
The channel name is Neil George.
Yeah, and you have some comments too, which is cool. I'll just show it for a second. Neil George, I subscribed.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I see a lot of movies, you know, mostly documentaries. This past weekend, a film on Caravaggio and a film on Jean-Michel Basquiat, but from other artists' point of view. Whoopsie, what are you doing, Jennifer? There you are. Have you taken the documentary class from at City College?
No, I haven't taken the documentary class yet.
I took it. Yeah, it was. I think telling a story is part of it, but I really like in Secrets your acting as well. It's really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with my stories, it's like I think about the characters a lot, so sometimes it's easier for me to play them as well, because it's like always in my mind I go around. But yeah, it's like I guess with Secrets, I guess like it's I guess it was my technically most challenging film, because I had to green screen someone in there, and then I had to like create the accident scene with me hitting the car too, which is also tough to kind of fake and act for, because it's like it's not really something you get to know, like, oh, this is how you do an accident. That was kind of, it was fun, and it was also very challenging at the same time.
But you make it look like really natural, like no problem. You
Well,
know, everything is like, you know, there are some things that we're just like born to do, you know. And this looks like to me that looks. I like your style.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the fact you do your own music is so cool.
Yeah, always liked music as well, so yeah, even for Secrets, the music was pretty simple, but then I made it myself too.
Yeah, so what? Don't worry about it. Simple is good. You know?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's, I think. And I just want to say hello to the Planet Glee viewers. Thank you for watching. The phone number is there, 415-861-6648, if you would like to call in and talk to Planet Glee's guest, Neil George. All right. Otherwise, it is a call-in show.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it's kind of like acting, this show when you're live.
Yeah.
In some ways, because of the fact that somebody could call in. And, but that's okay. We only have like 1 minute.
Yeah. We have 1 more minute.
Yeah, and I think those films were, oopsie, what are you doing? I think those films were very good. And so, what's next? What are you gonna do?
Next is making more challenging movies, kind of focusing more on character-driven shorts. That's something that I want to do, and that involves making films that are more than 10 minutes long.
Okay.
So the next challenge that I'm taking up is that. So I've got a script that's kind of 15 minutes long, roughly. But then I'm finding actors slowly, finding locations, camera angles, figuring all that pre-production stuff now. But yeah, soon, hopefully by the mid next month, I'll start filming. But yeah, thank you very much for having me, Jennifer. Yeah, it's been great. And thank you for, showing my work.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you for Planet Glee is blessed to have you today, and we're already finished.
Ooh,
It went
yeah.
too fast.
Yeah, it did feel so fast.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So, yeah, usually you have a chance to say goodbye. Goodbye. Because I do put it on YouTube, so.
Yeah.
YouTube. Bye.